Welcome everybody. Let's talk about the S&P 500. We're looking at the futures here. In this video, we're going to look at the weekly, the daily, and the trade of the day. And I might even share a trade that I did. So let's get started. We're looking at the weekly chart here. And you can see we had a really nice week. Yeah, right here, 149.25 was the range. Pretty nice week. That's this candlestick right here, this green one. And like I said yesterday, we did finally get above this 45.09, which was acting as resistance. Yeah, pretty nice. How high did this thing get for the week? Got up to 45.60, guys and gals. That's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. That's nice and snazzy. You like that word snazzy? That's healthy. We like that. We like, you know what we like, guys and gals? We like opportunity. It doesn't matter if it's up or down. We don't care. Traders are not biased towards direction. We just trade what's in front of us. We take advantage of the market, whatever opportunities are there. Okay. So here on the weekly, I haven't really talked about these cycles in a while. The big green cycles we're looking at here that I have on the weekly chart. And they have been, just great. All these cycles have been, today's Friday, so the video I'll try to keep it quick. It might be just a touch longer though. All these cycles have been great, right? Really good. Now we've gotten to this one right here. And so far, based on some data that came in today, I do think the market's going to cool off a little bit, potentially going into next week. But I'll have to take a look at more data over the weekend as I get some more data that comes in over the weekend. And then we'll know more, going into the Sunday night futures. But for now, just based on what I saw today, the market might cool off. That doesn't mean that I know it's going to pull back or anything really hard. It might just start tracking sideways a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. But for the week of July 16th, there's still this cycle low here. But as late as things are right now, with only a week to go, because this is the week of July 10th, this pullback at the moment looks really, really like almost non-existent. And that's why I say I do think it's going to cool off, but it might just be kind of tracking sideways. There's also a possibility, and this does happen sometimes, that a pullback will happen. It'll just happen a little bit later than the cycle, because this energy has been so strong. When it does finally begin to cool off, which, like I said, I think I'm seeing that happening now, it could make this cycle low shift a little bit out to the right. So we'll just wait to see how that works out. But that's what's going on for right now. That's what my data is telling me. Let's look at the daily. All right, this is the daily chart. Again, looking at the S&P 500 futures here, 45.60, the high, for quite a long time. Well, happened today. And, we've got this little bit of a kind of an evening star-ish kind of candlestick going on there, which, is not unheard of on Fridays. These kind of candlesticks form end of the week. People are getting kind of antsy. They don't want to leave their positions open over the weekend. But it's been a nice run up, and I do think this potentially could be the sign of a little bit of cooling off. But like I said, we'll wait till Sunday futures. I'll have more data. I don't normally put a video out, so members, I'll let members know on the Discord server what my thoughts are based on what I see over the weekend. So, make sure you keep an eye on the Discord server for the members, on Sunday night, Texas time. So wherever you're at in the world, I got members from all over the world, but wherever you're at, just kind of keep an eye on that over the weekend, and I'll give my thoughts about what I think is going to happen. All right, here's the July 18th cycle low that's being projected for the week of July 16th. Okay. And, there's the 46.31 up there. Do I think it could get up there? Yeah, it could get up there. But, yeah, I think the chances are the chances now are not as great as they were just like a couple days ago, but just based on what I'm seeing in the data here on Friday. And this candlestick right here is kind of looking like, we might see a little up and some sideways stuff going on here for a while. All right, so we'll see. I do think even if we don't get this pullback, I think it'll cool pricing off, right? Pricing will just kind of stall up in here and begin to consolidate. We might see a consolidation period in here for a little bit. All right, before we look at the trade of the day, this is a little trade I made, trading the Euro futures. You can see right here, $412.50. Really nice. Was picking up a little bit of pocket change here, trading the euro futures. This product was absolutely on fire this week. The euro futures made the S&P 500 look like child's play. Yeah, I mean, it just the euro currency futures dwarfs the S&P 500. I mean, it just, if people understood currency is like, S&P 500 really, really small compared to currency. The euros were just monster mashing. An absolutely epic week. We're looking at the 5-minute chart. I was trading the daily, the 1 hour, and the 5 minute. I always look at those multiple time frames. I'm always looking at them. And just showing you the 5-minute chart here because I think I closed my position in the 5-minute chart. So really nice. So this is part. You can see that there was a get us alert right here. Now I took advantage of the Get Us Plus indicator, my own indicator. So I just want to encourage members. I didn't trade this particular alert because this is at the end of the day. I traded something further back last night. But just be encouraged. I saw several opportunities today. I was chatting with one of the members on the Discord server, and we were talking about the 5-minute chart in the S&P 500, and an alert came up early in the day. I think it was like 10 o'clock my time, whatever it was. I don't remember exactly. And we were just chatting back and forth, and it played out pretty much the way that we thought it was going to play out. There was definitely opportunity today just in the S&P 500 alone. So be encouraged. Take advantage of the Get Us Plus streaming, I should say the streaming charts, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, and the 1 hour for the S&P 500. Okay, and make sure you're taking a look at this Get Us Plus, indicator. When it fires up like that, the Discord server is going to notify you. Take a look at it. All right, you always want to be paying attention to all those time frames, but particularly that 5-minute chart is extremely useful. A lot of money is being made on the 5-minute chart. As long as you're aware, and this is really key, you have to be aware of the other time frames, the daily, the hourly, okay, and the 5-minute. Those are the three big ones, daily, hourly, and 5-minute. And I recommend at least once a day to look at the weekly chart. You need to be on top of it. I know people are busy doing their thing, working, whatever they're doing, but it only takes a few moments to look at those charts and get an idea. The more you do it, the better you get at it, okay? Let's move on to the trade of the day. All right, so here we are in the 5-minute chart, as I was just mentioning, and we're back on the S&P 500 here. And I mentioned on the Discord server to the members that the 5 o'clock, 5:30 alerts were absolutely spot on. Look at these alerts over here. Both of these were just awesome. Look at this. I mean, the MACD starts going into positive territory right in this area as it gets above the zero line. And really even before that, as this crossed over and started going up, you enter the trade somewhere in here, and it was just, off to the races. Look at this. 5, 10. This might have been a little rough patch. You might have to get out and get back in. But probably 12 to 15 points or more on the futures, which, that turns out to be a $1.20, $1.50 on the spider, I guess. So a lot of opportunity here, just amazing. Today was a huge day. But anyways, I was talking earlier when one of the members and I were talking, D-Dubs. Shout out to D-Dubs. We were talking about this alert right here, and I said, get ready for this to be an opportunity, basically, in a nutshell. It got up right here. And it's very common when it hits the top line like that. You see that red candlestick right there? It looks like a little doji. Well, it pulled way back real quick over a matter of like just 15 seconds. 30 seconds at the most, and then it popped back up. That's very common occurrence. It'll do that. It'll hit the top line like that, and then have a run out a little bit further, and then eventually roll over. And that was the trade. This rollover was the trade. As soon as it rolled over, that was the trade to make. That's the trade I was looking for. So you get the alert here. It's already halfway up. See how this alert came in, and on the SMI it's already halfway up? Well, you can take the trade to the long side if you want to, but the real money is going to be when the SMI rolls over. We talked about that briefly on the Discord server today, and sure enough, look at this. This was the moneymaker. So this alert right here, you got to know how to be a little patient sometimes. On this one, you don't really have to be patient. Because as soon as it curled up within a matter of just like 5 or 10 minutes, you were off to the races making big bank. On this one, you just got to let it mature a little bit. right? And why do I say that? Because the MACD, look at the MACD, it was pointing down. Look at this big old gap. This big, huge gap here. So, going long with the MACD pointing down like that, I'm not saying it can't be done. It's not the best trade. So that's why I said on the Discord server today to D-Dubs and I were talking, I said, wait for this thing to curl over, because that's going to be the real trade. Now, it took about, maybe a half an hour's worth of patience here, and then the trade came good. And this alert was an absolute moneymaker, and I knew it would be. I could just tell by the way, I've been doing this for a long time. This Skiddus Plus indicator has been, I don't know, I've had it for over a year now, maybe. And it became part of the membership, and this membership is just, welcome new members. By the way, I've had quite a few new members. That's really awesome. But this thing has really taken off, and it's been, been really good. And this trade right here was an absolute smoking trade. Both of these were trades of the day. Both of this number one and number two, they both were huge money. And what's really cool about this? Look at both these trades, guys and gals. One was long and one was short, right? There is no, I only trade bull. I'm a bull. I'm a BS trader, right? I only do BS. Give me a break. I'm only a bear. I only go short. Get real. Okay, mature traders do not think like that. We take advantage of whatever the market's going to give us, up and down, both. All right, so that's the trade of the day. Just want, I know today's video is a little bit longer, but I wanted to share this with everybody. This is how we do it. This is how we make money. Okay, we don't, and by the way, and I'm going to mention this again today, if you're going to join the membership, please don't join and just quit. Just don't, it's only $7.99 for the month. If you're going to do that and not stay for like a couple months, then don't spend the $8. Keep your precious $8. I had somebody tell me that $8 was a lot of money. I'm like, give me a break. You know how many members have made probably a year's worth of membership in one trade? It's the members who are still newbies and they think they know what they're doing, but they got ego gets in the way. They're not willing to learn and be patient. They're the ones that jump in and out of trades and all-in trades and all this kind of crazy stuff, jumping in and out of memberships thinking they're going to find the utopia service that's going to help them make $1 million. Guys and gals, let me tell you something. There is no utopia financial service. There is not on YouTube, not anywhere in the world. Okay? There is no such thing. There is no utopia. I'm going to find that one service that's going to make me huge money and that's always going to be right. You're dreaming. Okay? You're dreaming. You just saw what I showed here in the membership is $7.99. If you just traded this alone right over here this morning, either options or futures, okay, you would have paid probably for months worth of membership. So, like I said, I'm a business owner, right? Part of I do a lot of trading, but I also run a business, right? That's what the membership is. $7.99 is cheap because during a time of inflation, I want people to be focused on their trading, not how they're going to come up with a monthly membership every month. All right, so don't waste your money on the $8 coming into the membership if you're just going to jump back out after a couple of weeks or even a month. You need to stick around. What I recommend is if you're going to come in and pay the $7.99 on the membership, just relax that first month. If you're going to do any trading at all, it should be really small positions. I mean, super small. You shouldn't be coming in thinking, I'm going to make $1 million. Woohoo! This service is it, baby. I finally found this service that can make me a millionaire. Don't waste your time. Don't come to the service because that's just crazy. That doesn't exist in the world, right? It doesn't exist. If you have a huge, you have an account that's like hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm talking over $500,000, or you have an account that's millions of dollars, then you can make a lot of money because it doesn't take a whole, let me give you a little insight. When you have a really large account, you can take on a pretty decent sized trade and the market's only got to move a really small amount for you to make a lot of money, okay? But your account's so big that, any kind of movement doesn't really affect your account, right? The risk management is small. You have very little risk because your account's so huge. But most people who are going to join my service at $7.99 are probably not millionaires. So for those people coming in, young people and whatever, middle-aged people, doesn't matter what age you are, but your accounts are probably much smaller, right? So you can't be doing all-in trades. That's ludicrous. That's craziness. Don't waste your money. I don't even want to be bothered with people that do that. Don't join the service if that's you. You need to change your mentality first. You need to come in, be patient, learn how to trade, learn how to take the appropriate position size for your account, number one. Number two, you always have to have risk management in place. You need to learn those two basic tenets of trading, and then your account will begin to grow, okay? So don't join the service looking for all in. I don't even want those people in my subscription service. They're a pain in the butt. You got to hold them by the hand and babysit them, okay? Come here with the attitude that you're going to learn and grow. All right, so speaking of the membership, for those that are interested, this is what comes with the membership. You could just pause the video right here. I'm not going to run through it. You read it. Pause the video, read it. This is everything that comes. This all happens on the Discord server. You know, there's streaming charts that the members get. Okay, they get streamed, and they get to watch the streams on the Discord app. In addition to that, everything else you're seeing here happens. Okay, I just want to mention real quick to new members. You know, welcome new members. If you want to get the nightly email, put your email address in the emails only channel in the Discord server. You're going to get a nightly email of the S&P 500 chart, and I usually give a few sentences or a paragraph of what I think the market's going to do, okay? All right, and lastly, this is the Discord server itself, right? Get a server. You'll find the link in the comment section below this video. It's going to be the top comment pinned to the top. Click on that. It's going to bring you over to the server, and you can click on server subscriptions. But just real quick, before I look at the server subscriptions here, remember I talked about the S&P 500 streaming charts? Well, those alerts, the Get Us Plus indicator, when they pop up on the streaming chart, it also comes to the Discord server, and people get alerted. Right, the members get alerted. Here was the 10 a.m. alert that came in right here. Okay, that was the up one. Remember I talked about up in the morning? And then here was the one that happened later in the day at around 1:30. All right, here was the ones that happened really early in the morning. Okay, yeah, sorry, I got this backwards. This was the one that happened really in the morning, like 5:20 in the morning. That was the one that was going up. And then the 10 o'clock one, the D-Dubs and I were talking about. D-Dubs, man, D-Dubs, this guy, I'm assuming it's a guy. If it's not, if it's a woman, my apologies, but I think it's a guy. D-Dubs and I were talking. He's a trader. Yeah, very patient. Okay, you need to be like that. Come on the Discord server, hit up D-Dubs. There's other great traders on the Discord app, but D-Dubs is a pretty cool guy. Anyway, him and I were talking about this 10 o'clock one. This is the one we were talking about. This was the one that went up like that and curled over. These are both huge money makers. So if you don't have, like, if you're busy throughout the day as members, right, and you can't watch the streaming charts all the time, guess what? You just come here, you right click on this on the Discord app, you set notifications to all messages, you put your phone on vibrate, it vibrates, you look in your pocket, oh, what do you know? I got a S&P 500 alert. Okay, that's what people are doing, right? For those that are busy doing their thing all day long. All right, back to the membership. Like I said, click on the link in the first comment. Once you do that, you're going to see server subscriptions. Click on that. You get this page right here. Here's the $7.99, right? Make sure you read the instructions on the comment. There's a few instructions in there about how you need to join. Okay, when you do join also, I really encourage you, please read the rules. The refund rules are in there, and some you got to behave rules for the Discord server, and a disclaimer in there. You got to read the rules, okay? All right, guys and gals, I know it's a long video, but today's Friday. We usually do a little bit longer session on the videos. God bless everybody. Forgive one another. All right, happy trading, everybody. Have a great weekend. Remember, members, stay in touch with the Discord server on Sunday because I will be looking at some data that may be helpful over the weekend. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.